All right, joining me now for another edition of Coach's Corner is head coach of the Knights NAHL team, and that's Tom Kowal. And coaches, we come off what was a pretty crazy weekend against the Northeast Generals. Obviously, Sunday's game goes to overtime, and you guys come out with 1 point, but not the obvious wanting of two. But what's the message to a team after a game like that? And just it seemed everything that could happen did happen, and every kind of element, that you could have in a game was there.
Well, a weekend like that, Tim, there was a lot of good and there was a lot of bad. At the end of the day, we can't afford to be getting 3 points out of 6 possible. That's the message we sent. No matter if we played good or we played bad, at the end of the day, we went into the weekend winning 6 points. Right. We got 50%. 50% is failure. So, yes, we did some good things, and it's that whole cliche of, as long as you learn from it, then it's a good weekend, but, it'll be a good test. The good thing about it right now is we had a 3-game weekend last week and we got 3 out of 6. I told them 3 points was not good enough. We're going into another 3-game weekend. Yeah. So we'll let them know, the staff will know if these guys have got the message that, 50% isn't what we're looking for.
Now, you mentioned the good there. On that weekend, you guys turned out a fair amount of goals. You had a good offensive output. And one of the lines that really stood out to, at least from a broadcaster standpoint, to me and probably to our audience, was the Robinson, Morrissey, and Danchenko line. It seemed to really kind of impose their will a little bit. They came up with a fair amount of goals and points. I know you guys have been shuffling lines a lot, but what'd you like from those three veterans for you out there on the ice?
Well, it's funny you say it, because you've seen Morrissey and Robinson play together a lot, even going into last year. Yep. I think they penalty kill together. They're on the power play together. They play 5-on-5 together. I broke them up for a weekend. Mm-hmm. And I told them, hey, I'll put you back together, but you better produce. Well, they produced, obviously. So, it's always great as a coach, as a staff, when you can find 2-3 guys that are gelling and working together and playing well together. And now we just need to get the other 3 lines going, and I feel pretty confident. We've had a good week of practice so far, and we have another opportunity this weekend to see how good Michael Morrissey, Robinson, and Danchenko can they do it 2 weekends in a row. So, hockey, our junior season's a long season, but not yes, they had a great weekend, and I expect even a better weekend next weekend out of them.
Now with special teams, you guys started the week a little rocky on the penalty kill, but you come away killing the last 14 penalties you faced. You went 5 for 5 on Saturday, and I believe it was 9 for 9 on Sunday. Obviously, you don't want to take that many penalties, but you guys not only did that high percentage of success on the kill, but you also added a shorthanded goal in each game. What was the difference in this weekend where you're able to force those turnovers, but not only force the turnovers, but turn them around and turn them into points?
With our penalty kill, I think they had more goals than our power play last weekend. I mean, we've been really working hard. I mean, Coach Andrew Whiteside has really been focusing on our penalty kill, and he had the last laugh this weekend in the office after the weekend that the penalty kill was better than the power play. So I've been challenging the power play, but at the end of the day, it's the guys are getting more comfortable with our penalty kill. So now we can take a little chances. We can be a little more aggressive, and obviously you saw being a little more aggressive resulted in us getting some turnovers and creating some opportunities. I mean, we pride on ourselves to be skilled, even 4-on-5. Right. Obviously your first goal is to stop the power play. Don't get scored on, but why not score a goal at the same time? And both those games, both those goals, shorthanded goals on Saturday and Sunday, they came in really crucial points to get us back in and get the momentum back on our side. And our penalty kill has been doing really well. And if the referees don't like us and they're calling 9 penalties in a game, we're gonna have to kill off 9 penalties. And the penalty kill gave us an opportunity to win hockey games this weekend, even the game we won and even the game on Sunday. So we feel pretty good on that, and we want to be better this weekend.
You touched on the power play there real quickly. Is it a simple matter just getting more shots to the net? It seems like there's a lot of cycling going on, but you guys did get 1 power play goal there on Sunday. But the last couple of trips out have been a little up and down. But what is it that you just want to see more out of that unit?
Tim, I think my dad called you. Big Daddy, I'm sorry, but I you said everything that my dad's been telling me. No, I've always prided myself on the power play. We have some very skilled kids. Matt Kidney, Curtis Carlson, Reed Robinson, Danchenko, Justin Engelkist. We have a hand. At one time I had 5 forwards on the power play. We just got to be less skilled and more attacking and more shooting the puck. We've done a great job passing the puck around, but you don't score goals passing all the time. So our biggest focus is, making some plays, but more importantly, getting the puck to the net and making some plays in front of the net. And, I think if we do that, we're going to have better success. And then again, I won't have to listen to my dad tell me how bad my power play is.
Well, you guys did make some moves this week. Once again, adding to that blue line, you picked up in a the free agent signing, Shea Donovan. He's played some games with the Minnesota Wilderness this year. He actually played against you guys in Blaine. What do you like about him? You've had him in for a practice or 2 already. What do you like about his skill set?
Shea Donovan brings some size to our blue line. He's a great stick. What a great upside he has. He's a guy that has a little bit of experience. He comes from Minnesota. Sorry Detroit, but Minnesota, the hockey capital of America. So we'll see. We're excited about giving him an opportunity and taking a look. We're scoring goals. We need to stop giving up goals, and we get some of the offense from our blue line. So, here's an opportunity. Now we've added to our blue line for another guy to come in here and see what he can do. And our recruiting staff did a great job and found out that he was a free agent. So we jumped on it, and hopefully we can make the Wilkes-Barre Knights and Shea Donovan can make a great pair and improve our hockey team.
And then another defenseman that's being brought in via trade is Anthony Fiorillo from the Amarillo Bulls. He's another player that comes in with some NAHL experience. Similarly, what do you like about him?
Anthony's a kid that we've been in touch with, even previous before this. Over the summer, he's a New Jersey boy that was involved with the Omaha Lance organization, and at the end of the day, he ended up choosing Amarillo. He's committed to Colorado College. He's going to bring some offensive ability to our blue line. Maybe hopefully some power play time. We'll see what happens there. But at the end of the day, he obviously he's a kid that's been committed to a college. He's a kid that has experience in our league. He's he's from 2 hours down the road.
Right.
Our staff has seen him play and has been very impressed with him. He's not the biggest kid, but he'll be one of our best skaters on our team, and we're looking to add him on the blue line to get some speed and get some offense out of our blue line.
You mentioned it before. You have another 3-game weekend coming up. First 2 are at home against Johnstown Friday and Saturday. Johnstown obviously having some struggles this year, but they're still the Tomahawks. They still have that reputation. We know they're a tough hockey team, but just going into that, and then of course New Jersey on Sunday in New Jersey. What do you talked about coming off of that weekend against Northeast and a lot of goals scored and not a lot of goals stopped. But what do you want to see change really ultimately coming into this next weekend?
I obviously we have 4 games in 5 days, and this will be a good test for our boys. We've got our feet wet with junior hockey now, and I've had a few individual meetings, had a few group meetings with our guys, and I just want to see them compete. We're scoring, we're playing the offensive ability, but we're losing battles in the defensive zone. You mentioned that Northeast scored, I think we gave up 12, 15 goals over the weekend. You can't win hockey games that way. And more importantly, those goals were scored within 2 feet of the net. Unacceptable. So what I want to see my guys this week, in order for us to accomplish the goals we've asked our guys to do as a staff, is to compete in the defensive zone and win those battles, one-on-one battles. If we can win some one-on-one battles in front of our net and win some one-on-one battles in front of Johnstown and New Jersey's net, then I think we're going to have a great outcome over the weekend.
Sure. Well, the Knights will be, as I mentioned, taking on the Johnstown Tomahawks right here at the Revolution Ice Center, 7:30 Friday night and 7:30 on Saturday night, and they'll travel to New Jersey on Sunday afternoon. Those games will all be on hockeytv.com. You can also check out Knights' social media for updates and ultimately stay in touch with all Knights news and updates and new roster additions at www.wbsknights.com. But thanks, Coach, for giving us a few minutes here, and we wish you good luck this weekend.
Thank you very much, Tim.